I'm itching to fucking snap a cracker's neck. But I can't. Because the Most High said I gotta have patience, man. But as soon as the Most High give me the word, I'm gonna be like a human drill.
Right.
Alright, go ahead, Ab.
This is 1 Chronicles 12:8. And of the Gadites, there were And of the Gadites, there separated themselves unto David into the whole to the wilderness, men of might and men of war fit for the battle, that could handle shield and buckler, whose faces were like the faces of lions, and were as swift as the roes upon the mountains.
Thank you, brother. That's right. And they were the warriors. There was 3 tribes that were the warriors of Israel: Gad, Reuben, and Manasseh. You ever see them Manasseh, them Cuban fighters and boxers? Man, them dudes they beat America's ass every time, man. You know?
Yeah. Was it Roberto Duran?
Well, he's Panamanian.
He's Panamanian. Okay.
He's Simeon?
Yeah, his father Simeon.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I thought he was Manasseh.
Yeah, well, he's an Israelite. You know that. Well, he knew he was an Israelite because he used to be associated with the school years ago. Because some of the guys were his personal bodyguard.
Wow.
So he used to come up to the school in 1 West.
Wow.
You know? Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 15:44. It is sown a natural body. It is raised a spiritual body. There is a natural body and there is a spiritual body. And so it is written, the first man Adam was made a living soul, the last Adam was made a quickening spirit. Howbeit that was not first which is spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterward that which is spiritual. The first man is of the earth, earthy, the second man is the Lord from heaven. And as is the earthy, so are they also that are earthy. And as is the heavenly, such are they also that are heavenly. And as we have borne the image of the earthy, we shall also bear the image of the heavenly.
So we have an earthly body. We're going to bear the image of the heavenly, meaning we're going to have angelic bodies. But we're not going to. We're going to be like angels, but we're going to have human bodies, and we're going to live on the earth, and we're going to eat, and our glory is going to be on the earth, but we're going to be extraterrestrial. Go ahead.
Now this I say, brethren, that that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High, neither does corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment.
That cuts a Toria. That completely cuts a Toria. He was saying, no, man, we got to get into the kingdom of the earth. We got to get healthy because we are trying to tell this brother.
You're going to preserve these bodies so they can go into the kingdom.
He's an idiot. He's an old fucking fool.
Yeah, there's a scripture where
he's an old ass fool.
That's right. There's a scripture where it says you shall eat poison and live. He used to twist that scripture. He said, look, I promise you, you won't eat poison and live.
What the hell do you think we eating? This garbage that we've been eating is poison. Coca-Cola is poison, man. All right?
Yeah. How many years?
Pepsi is poison. How many of you guys drink soda? Be honest. Raise your hand. You drink soda? Yes. So you got a weak continence on you, brother. You got a weak spirit, brother. So I can punch you with one jab and kill you, brother. You got to build your spirit up, man. I'm sounding like a tyrant. Hey, stop drinking. Hey, stop drinking that damn soda, man. All that as of right now. All right?
Yeah,
that's poison, man. That you know what? With Coca-Cola and Pepsi, you know how they got to make those commercials with these pretty girls? Because that's poison, so they got to embellish it, man. That's fucking poison, man. That's fucking cane sugar, white sugar. All right? That fucking salsa, that salsa, that's all chemicals. That's acidy. That's poison, man. All those aspartame. Then you got the so-called healthy stuff. The iced tea, the iced tea, you know, the iced tea in the big can, green tea and all that. We used to think that shit was healthy, man. You know what? The first ingredient is high fructose corn syrup, man. That ain't nothing but poison, man.
Arizona you're talking about?
Yeah, Arizona, that's poison, man.
First of all, do y'all remember, some of your older brothers might remember back in the early 90s, because they had a big Gad had a big protest on it. Crazy Horse malt liquor.
I remember when it came out.
That's nothing but that was liquid crack, malt liquor. That's the same company. The same company that made Crazy Horse malt liquor is they're the same guys. Arizona Iced Tea, they made Crazy Horse malt liquor. That was the same company. Same people owned that company. And then I guess the Gadites started really protesting that shit because Crazy Horse, you know, they put Crazy Horse name on that. That was a disrespect. Crazy Horse, if y'all don't know who he was a, you know, he was a
say what you just said.
Pepsi and Coke got pork in it, so it's an abomination
They
anyway.
eat that shit.
Yeah.
And let me tell you about Coke. This brother was working on my car one time, right? Remember the battery pulse? And he had to change the battery pulse on my car. You know, the battery pulse goes to the pulse, which that's how the current goes through the car. So the shit was all crudded up with grease.
Yeah, no, had that white
stuff.
acid
Yep.
all over it.
Crud. So the brother said, brother, go buy a can of Coke. Not to drink it, no. He brought the can of Coke, opened it. He used the shit to fix my car. He poured the shit. He poured the shit on the thing, on all the crud, and the shit just disintegrated like acid. And then I said, you see that shit? I said, you got motherfuckers drinking that shit
every day. Hey, you know, this guy Gary Knowles said that you drink 1 can of Coke a day, it increases your chances for prostate cancer by 30 to 40%. You know, so when you're drinking that soda, after a while you're gonna try to go to the bathroom. It's gonna come out little squirts.
Yeah.
You know what that is? That's all that shit getting into your prostate and enlarging your prostate, fucking you up. Excuse my French.
There you go.
Diabetes, that insulin, it has pork in it anyway. So when they inject that insulin when you inject that insulin into your body, technically you injecting that that stuff into your bloodstream.
Well,
so
the thing that you can use with diabetes is cinnamon. Go buy some cinnamon stick and make a tea out of it and drink it.
Yep.
You know? Well, you can use any cinnamon. You know, they say Kylan cinnamon, but you can use any cinnamon because they discovered it. They discovered that people that eat a lot of apple pie, they didn't get problems with diabetes. So they broke it down, and they found out it was the cinnamon in the pie.
Yeah, they put that cinnamon in there.
Yep.
And you know who like the
And you know cinnamon is in the Bible. The word cinnamon is actually a Hebrew word. It's an herb in the Bible. You know?
That's heavy.
Yep.
You know who like to drink a lot of soda? Women. I know at least a handful of women that I know that I drink my soda, Coke.
Yeah,
They be
women
drinking that shit.
are all fucked up any fucking
These
way.
women
They're all
fucked
fucked up.
That's why their bodies are all fucked up.
They're the worst diet.
They have the worst diet ever. That's why their
Especially the black
bodies.
woman. Especially the black
And the
woman.
Hispanic woman too. The goddamn Hispanic woman is just the right. They're and the black woman are neck and neck. It used to be different. When I was a kid, man, a teenager, the Hispanic woman, if you got you a cool Puerto Rican chick or Dominican woman, they was kind of all right with you. But now, they like to eat
Yeah,
that
them Latin tribes, they love some damn pork.
Yeah,
And us, you niggas love eating pork too.
yeah,
That's why a lot of you got them nice barrel shapes.
yeah.
You know, walking around like a damn barrel.
Well, the women, these women. Look at these women. Now, we were watching a movie the other day, Jaws, right?
Oh yeah, Jaws.
We were, all of us, we was in the house watching the movie Jaws.
Yep.
Y'all remember that movie with the shark? The first one, which came out in 75.
75.
1975, the movie came out, and they were showing scenes with them.
Does it-
They were showing scenes that, you know, all the people walking around. Then Elder Gabar made a statement. He said, look, you notice you didn't see one fat person in the movies. You didn't see one old, they all had small, slim.
One was a little chubby.
One was a little chubby, but he wasn't even all that bad.
Yeah, he was like slim.
And then we said, because back then, the food was different. It was still real food at that time, right? But now, when you look at these people now, you got men walking around with big-ass guts,
Yeah.
women. Now, when I was a kid, even 20 years ago, you didn't see that many fat women.
That's right.
I mean, she might have had, like, you might see
Yeah,
a
that's the
woman,
poison of this food,
the
man.
food, man. They might have a little kangaroo pouch from,
having babies.
having a couple of babies.
And really, to be honest with you, they use that as an excuse. Really, that's a bullshit excuse because there's women that had 4 or 5 kids and they work out and do shit
Slim as hell.
and their stomach goes away. In the ancient world, women ain't walk around having a kangaroo pouch. See, that's just an excuse to these bitches are fucking lazy and they don't want to eat the proper diet and they don't want to do no exercises. All right, and they want to be fucking demons, man.
Yeah.
And that's why the Most High put that curse on their ass, man.
Their guts, especially in the ghetto.
Brent.
Especially up in the ghetto, up in the Bronx, when Big Gad had that oil table out there, and I used to go hang out with him up in the Bronx, up there by Hunts Point, and we used to stand out there and look at all the women, the black and the Hispanic women, and they all had fucking guts, man. And on that same strip, there was a McDonald's. There's a Dunkin' Donuts across the street, and on the corner there, no, they didn't have a Popeye. They had a Checkers burgers. Cause they eating that shit. They eating that shit, man. The pizza place. You understand? Oh, the crackhead chicken was over there. Y'all know the crackhead, the Arabs. Kennedy's and all that bullshit. And these hoes are eating that shit and they all had guts. And these are young girls. You see a young chick, maybe 17, 18. The rest of her body wouldn't be fat, but she'll have a big ass gut with the shirt walking, you know? That's wickedness, man. That's wickedness. But you know what? It goes back to the so-called white man, man.
Well, it goes back to the curse too.
Yep.
In Isaiah the 3rd chapter.
Well, that's the curse. Yep. Really.
Yep.
Oh.
3rd chapter.
But it all goes back to this white man.
Yep.
Because this soil that they're using to grow shit, it's lacking selenium, like I spoke about earlier, man. You know?
Yeah.
Then they got the pesticides.
That's what it's
Pesticides,
Chemtrails.
GMO, chemtrails. That's why, if you in your right mind,
Yeah, man.
you should know when you mention the white man should be destroyed, man.
Yeah, he gotta go.
He should be destroyed.
Hey, well, earlier we were reading the scripture. The Lord called them the abomination of desolation.
And that's what they are.
What does desolation mean? To destroy. And if this devil is continue to rule, Yahweh Shai said it best. He said, "No flesh shall left to be saved," because he's on a mission to destroy everybody, including himself. Even in that movie, even in that movie, Planet of the Apes, the very first one. At the end, this guy was reading that, what do you call it, the scrolls.
The scrolls, yep.
Yeah, the book of the scrolls, and then he read one scroll, and basically they flashed the camera on Charlton Heston, and you could see while he was reading it, Charlton Heston put his head down like he just knew the scroll was talking about the so-called white man. He said, "Beware of the beast man. He will, for he is the harbinger of death. He will make a desert of not only your home, but of his.
Yep.
Shun him. Drive him back to his jungle lair." That was talking about the so-called white man.
Yeah, that's right. It was.
You know? That's why Charlton Heston put his head down when he was reading it, man. So they're bringing you, they're letting you know that the white man is the master of disaster.
And that's the white man letting you know.
Yeah.
The white man is letting you know that he's the devil.
Yeah.
And you can't see that.
Yeah, man.
In a desert. Now, he said you will make a desert. Now, what's a desert? A desert is a place, a desolate place where nothing, no life is, nothing grows in the desert.
Yep.
Everything is dead and desolate. Look at this. This is a fucking concrete desert.
Hey, well, Esau's home was a desert.
Yeah.
Esau's home was a desert. The wilderness of Seir.
Yeah, right.
Mount Seir.
Yes.
Mount Seir was what? A flourishing place? No, it was a desert. That's the portion of land the Lord gave him, because that's the so-called white man. He's desolate.
Yeah, he's a demon, man.
And anywhere he goes, he brings desolation with him. Like earlier, we were talking about the so-called North American Indian, how they were able to run and they had strength. What happened when the so-called white man came in? He destroyed them, man, as a people.
No, you want to know where the Indian is today? I'll tell you where the Indian is today. On the reservation with guts. Big fucking obese Indians sitting there eating a piece of fried bread and drinking goddamn, not even get Coke, Shasta Pop. Eating a piece of fried bread, big obese Indian woman drinking Shasta goddamn Pop. Which that's bootleg Coca-Cola. Not even Coke, bootleg Coke.
I remember that.
Yeah, Shasta Pop.
From the 70s.
Yeah, you get there on the res, that's what they drink. They can't afford Coke, man. And eating some goddamn fried bread, which when the white man started stealing the land and stuck us on the reservations and killed off all the buffalo, he depleted the food source. So then you couldn't go out and hunt no more. So you had to rely on them government subsidies, man, which was a box. And in that box was some flour. Here, make some fried bread.
That's why this fucking white man gonna go, man. This devil gotta go. And he's getting ready to go.
Yeah.
He's getting ready to go, man. Hey, in about another month and a half, the U.S. debt is gonna be $17 trillion, man. And they said Barack Obama's cutting everything for the poor now, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna get so bad that they're gonna be out here fighting and shit, man.
Let them speed it up.
Yep. That's right. But anyway, you got one more scripture to read?
This is the book of 2 Peter,
I'm sorry, the 14th Street Homo said we got 10 years from now.
Oh yeah, he gave us 10 days.
No, 10 years.
10 years?
He's talking about what he gonna do in 10 years.
Talking
The
about-
Lord ain't dealing with him. He's a complete fucking
does he-
idiot.
What did-
But he's an idiot. He's a stupid idiot.
Yeah, you just heard the elder talk about the deficit, 17 trillion.
like,
Can you imagine what it's going to be 10 years from now? You can't see that guy's a moron, man? Go ahead.
2 Peter 3:11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
It's the missiles, man. That's the missiles.
And you know a purpose for those missiles too is to cleanse the earth. You got all this chemtrails in the sky, the missiles are going to clean all that up. And when we get back to earth, it's going to be just like during the time of Adam and Eve. You know?
It's gonna flourish.
Man, you ain't going to recognize the earth.
That's right, man.
Because the earth has great power of rejuvenation, man.
But this
back in the
fucking
past,
devil,
yeah.
this fucking devil won't allow the earth to rejuvenate itself.
He doesn't follow the land Sabbath. You brothers know about the land Sabbath, right? You're supposed to farm the land for 6 years, and then the 7th year you give the land a rest. You migrate, you move somewhere else, and you farm the land.
Yeah, the bottom line, this devil gotta go.
You gotta go.
We gotta go.
And when I was in high school, they was like, if everyone stopped polluting, the ozone layer will repair itself.
That's Esau telling you, man. You know, but with that, we're gonna close up.
Shalom,
You brothers
brothers.
next week.